Hey guys, it's Tim from Bent Revolution Bike Shop in Odessa, Florida, and today we're talking about pedals for recumbents. Now, no matter what kind of pedal you use, the idea of a pedal is to transfer your power to the bike. Also on a recumbent, it's important to consider safety. So you want to keep your foot engaged to the pedal as much as possible and give yourself the most comfort as possible while transferring that power to the bike. So let's start with the basics. Most bikes come with something that looks like this, a cheap flat pedal. This one actually even has a little hump on one side that makes it not quite so comfortable on that side. These are fine, but you want to make sure that you have enough forward pressure on the pedals to make sure that the pedal stays attached to your foot when you're coming back on the pedal stroke. A lot of people will do things to adjust that to try and give themselves an advantage, use as much of the pedal as possible. And they'll use something like this, which is a toe clip. I find these to be pretty much useless on a recumbent because unlike an upright bike where you're pedaling like this and pulling, your foot is in this position on a recumbent. And so really there's not much use for this cage or strap. I don't find those very useful. The same could be said about power grips, although I know there's a big group of people who love power grips. I've sold plenty of them. They're just not quite as useful on a recumbent. Also, people worry about their heel falling off the bike and creating what's called leg suck, where your leg goes into the frame of the bike. Of course, nobody wants that to happen, so people have come up with ways to secure your foot to the pedal a little bit more. This is a basic pedal with a heel strap or a heel sling. The idea is to put your heel in there, and then as you pedal, it'll stay on there. But what I find is that if this isn't adjusted properly, the strap comes off and then you're back with a flat pedal. So I'm not a huge fan of those either. Then you get into the question of, well, if I really want to secure my foot, what can I do? This is a good pedal for that situation, but it's massive and each one weighs almost 2 pounds. So you're adding 4 pounds to an already heavier bike. One nice thing about this pedal though is that it's self-righting, which means that this weight will help it pivot to the right position to get your foot in. No matter where you leave the pedal, it'll right to that position. So that's handy. These are fairly expensive pedals as well, but some people like them because it gives your whole foot the ability to push against the pedal rather than just part of your foot. Moving up from there, you'd get something that would look like maybe like this, where there's some spikes around the side of the pedal. This is a nice flat pedal with spikes, and what that does is it gives you grip as you pedal, where you can use about 3/4 of the pedal motion before you lose the ability to pull on the pedal. So it's almost like clipping in, but not quite as beneficial. Once you move to a clip-in pedal, you might try something like maybe like this. This is a very small, just a road bike pedal with a cleat on both sides. So with these, you'd need to have shoes that look something like this, maybe smaller for you, but these are my shoes. So the cleat looks like that, and you engage the cleat by sticking in the front of it and then pushing your heel in, and it'll go on with some effort. There it goes. And then to get it out, you just twist your foot to the outside to release the clamp. And those are probably the best way to really transfer the most power to the pedals. But I also like this sort of pedal, probably the best. This is what I use on my bike that I ride. This is a Shimano pedal, very lightweight. It's got spikes on one side so you can ride it without special shoes and still maintain your foot position. It's also got a cleat on the other side so that you can clip in where your cleated shoes if you want to. So that's kind of your basic choices, and of course there's a wide range of costs from the cheap pedal like this is probably, you know, maybe a $10 or $15 pedal, to a pedal like this, which is I think around $120, or these pedals, which I think are around $140, $145. So that's a pretty big investment. So you have to make sure that you like them. If you're thinking about pedals or changing systems, you know, you should probably try them out a little bit, especially if you're going with a shoe. One thing about recumbents and clip-in shoes is that since your foot is elevated, you don't really have a lot of ability to move your foot around on the pedal. So, you know, once you clip in, you're kind of stuck in that position. The reason I like kind of a platform pedal with a regular shoe, if you can do it without having a problem, is that you can move your foot around the pedal, up, down, side to side. Gives you a little bit more flexibility. Hey, if you have questions about pedals or recumbents, give me a call or call the shop. Go to our website, bentrevolution.com. Or don't forget to subscribe to the website for little updates like this. And we'll see you later. Thanks.